Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk about blood pressure. One of the things that many people are misled, and that is our blood pressure. Now, I realize we are misled on a lot of things, but some of the things are just so damn ridiculous to me that it's hard for me to believe that people go along with it. And one of these things is the blood pressure. Okay. Now, one thing I've noticed doing Hoi Chi, when I do Hoi Chi, I look at the whole body, the complete body. And better than 90% of the people that have low blood pressure have poor digestion. Poor digestion leads to all kinds of bad things. But the thing that bothers me more than anything is people's minds are getting the same as the medical world's minds. The people in the medical world, they really believe they're doing the right thing. This is what I tell myself. I think they fall under stupid too. But I tell myself they really want to do the right thing. They just listen to the wrong people. I've been studied by some doctors from Europe and some doctors in the United States. And the people in the United States, the doctors from the United States, after I got done, I explained how the body worked. They watched me work on people. And I told them, I said, if I'm saying something wrong, correct me. Don't let me mislead people. And then when I got done, nobody said anything to me. I was doing 10 people a day. Nobody said anything to me. And then I said, what's going on? How come you don't say anything? And they all of them, they all said, I look at the body different than what they do. And if you ever had a Hoi Chi treatment, or if you've seen my videos talking about the body and how it works, it's pretty simple. I've tied them all up so I explain how everything works and how they work together. And it's not that complicated. And the medical people don't realize that. They take a test on one certain thing, and that's what they believe. They don't go by, why is the test showing me these results? And a good example is the blood pressure. I say, one time when I was with the American doctors, they said, well, we'd like to check you. And I go, yeah, no problem. So the first thing they did is check my blood pressure. And at that time, I was running 225 over 120. And they said, you shouldn't be alive. And this was, maybe 8 years ago, maybe. And they said, normal is 120 over 80. And that's BS right there. Now, that might be what they normally find. That might be. But my experience has shown me that and less is poor digestion. I say, pretty accurate on it, and I can prove it. I can prove it on your body, not with some confusing numbers that a test will show you. And like I say, they don't question the numbers. They don't question what they do. I question my findings all the time. I have the people that I work on, I have them question my findings so I can prove it to them. And try to prove it to a doctor. They don't do well when they're proven wrong. One of the things I've asked is the thyroid. Does the thyroid run 100% of the time? Does it kick on or does it kick off? It's a pretty simple question. The doctors should be able to give you an answer. So far, no doctor's been able to give me a definite answer. And after they attempt to give me an answer, then I ask them, how do you know? In other words, when he tells me, well, it kicks on or it runs all the time, and I say, well, that sounds good. How do you know that? Or if they say, well, it kicks on and kicks off because of different hormones kicking in, and then that will make your thyroid do certain things. And I say, oh, that's great. Okay, and if that's the case, when you do a blood test to check a thyroid, do you do it when your thyroid is on or off? That's why I say, definitely they don't know. But they make medical decisions based on things they don't know. And we wonder why over 250,000 people are killed, they die under medical means a year, and no one goes to jail. And they don't change the way they do things. Another good example, I'm talking about blood pressure. Well, they say, well, your blood pressure's getting high, 135, over 85 or a 90. With no symptoms, just that alone, they tell you don't take salt. Limit your salt intake. Okay, salt, the best is sea salt, and there's other kinds of salt that are really good also. And what makes them good? They're high in minerals. Your body needs minerals. You don't take salt, you don't get minerals. You don't get minerals, you get sick. So where do they base their opinion on no salt? I can go through all this, I can explain to you, and I can show you on your body how this applies to you. They can't. They give you the medical mumble jumble kind of stuff, confusing things that don't mean anything. Everything they do, I believe, is meant for you to get sicker. Now, I'm not saying that medical is bad. I am saying medical has its benefits. The biggest benefit is when you are sick. And I don't mean a cold and all this crap. I mean really sick. When I was young, I never went to the doctor, and no one in the family went to the doctor until they were almost dead. So in other words, I had to take personal responsibility over me. My father had to take personal responsibility over me. Nowadays, everybody's so chicken shit on taking personal responsibility, they'll let somebody else make that decision. That's stupidity. You don't learn. These people that think they know, you know more than them if you put out the effort to learn. Because it's your body. You know your body. You're the best doctor for your body. When it comes to emergencies, yes, the medical can really provide well. When it comes to staying healthy, they don't know anything. Your blood pressure. If your blood pressure has been stable, whatever it is, and then it goes up or it comes down, the reason is, better 90% of the time, your kidneys. You're having kidney issues. And I can prove all this. And so we're right back to what makes our health. What we eat, drink, breathe, and lifestyle. My blood pressure went up. Doesn't run that high, like I said, but it is high. And it did that right around 50. And so, and I've got everything else under control, my kidneys and all that other kind of stuff. All the things that make it go up. So I'm not sure if it's natural for your blood pressure to go up around 50, 47, 50, 55, I don't know. But if that is your only symptom, I wouldn't think about treating it. You need to have other symptoms that relate to that. And if it's not corrected in a reasonable amount of time with medications, I would get away from it. The medications are toxic to your liver. That's going to cause more problems, more health issues later on down the road. If the medicine's going to work, it should be able to work, and then you should be able to get off of it. Other than that, it sounds like a scam, and they want you in the game. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.